TFNN.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night and a great week, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Manifest your true intentions. Be impeccable with your word. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will be manifest through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifested through what you say each and every day. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 14, Nasdaq down 18, S&P's flat, gold contract down $11, $12.4470, silver down 10 cents, $16.54. Platinum off $13 at $9.16 an ounce. Copper flat at $2.63 a pound. Light sweet crude up 41 cents, $43.42 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note up 2 ticks, 126.25. 30-year bond up 11 ticks, 156.31. King dollar up 178 ticks, trading at 97.120. The euro is at 111 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 111.87 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You got a test of the Friday's level as well as last week, the high out here of 244.73. Bottom line, you got the 244.38. You closed at 243.26. That says you got a failure in price, failure in volume. We did 53 million shares versus 132 million of the downdraft where the high was on the 9th. So what does that set up? That sets up now. We had summer trading, Monday, Friday, slow trading, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That being said, you can get some volume in these markets. I expect what you're going to see now is that the SPY is going to try to run down to 241.63. We'll see if we have any volume down there. Last time down there, which is on the 16th, that was the test of the 9th. They had lighter volume, rejected lower price. Tried to go topside, couldn't handle it. Tested the topside. Dale today, couldn't handle it. Downtown, here we come. Dow Industrials, same type of setup in the Dow. Dow actually gave up quite a bit. The Dow got to 21,506 today. So it ended up giving up 97 points from the highs to where we closed out at. We're 21,409. I expect that's also going to try to make a run into this 21,333 area, which was the low out here generated on Friday. Now, the culprit was the NDX 100 as well as the composite. The composite out here got to a high, not the high, because on the 9th of June, that's when we came down from the price point of 63.41 down to 61.37. We got to 63.03. Bottom line is that ended up getting down, closing at 62.47. That sets up a run down to the lower end of where we've been trading, which would give you 61.07. The NDX 100, same type of setup. That's that basically there was some decent selling inside there today. Now this also tried to get to a higher high, couldn't handle it. You had 33 million shares going against 109 million. So you got to a high of 142.29. You closed at 140. That's saying, hey, now it wants to go to the bottom end of this small consolidation, which is 137.47. Gold contract, what we had with gold is that they smacked gold at 4 o'clock in the morning. Bottom line, it bounced back. We'll see what we do want to see. You want to see a sign of strength inside the gold market, which is certainly, we certainly did get out there today. GCUs. What we did get out here is that you got an intraday test. Bottom line, it closed inside the lower range, meaning inside 1241.70. So that's saying, guess what? You're going to go right after the 1284 again, and we'll see whether it can get up to the 1298.80. Silver, same type of setup. The silver actually came back quicker, and I'd love to see a sign of strength in silver. Silver got down to 1622, closed out at 1655. Bottom line is that the Wednesday of the Fed day, that's a 1736. I do expect that you're would likely make a run into those levels. Now, notes and bonds, they just don't stop. The 10-year note out here, we're at 126.24. That's an ABC structure up, confirmed ABC up, with a price projection of 128.20. The 30-year also is a confirmed ABC structure up with a potential price of 159.30, 3 points from where we are. Bottom line, closed at a high. And now listen to this. This is a trip. You know, when we talk about notes, bonds, and, you know, interest rates. Interest rates, folks, bottom line, regardless of what the Fed is doing, meaning that they've been going up on short-term rates, the rate structure has been coming down. The 10-year right now out here is trading 2.13. If, in fact, we get this full price projection of the ABC structure, that's going to be under 2. Now, what we had out here this morning, this afternoon rather, is that, you know, of course, the Treasury is always auctioning bonds off, right? Bonds, notes, all of the above. Well, and anything, by the way, anything under 10-year is called a note versus a bond. That's the only difference. It's still debt. Bottom line, they auctioned off $26 billion today of 2 years, okay? So check this out. This is how much money is going after bonds. The bid to cover ratio, meaning that they have an auction, bottom line, it was 3.03. Now that was the highest bid to cover since 2015. That's the first part of it. The second part of it is actually pretty more intense, is that on the, what happens with the Treasury auctions in particular, the primary dealers do have to bid. What does happen is that when the indirect bidders, okay, which are the pension funds, mutual funds, they turned around and they bid, they bought 56% of it, up from 45%. So they're hungry in a huge way. Direct bidders, which was also high, was 18.3%. And the actual primary dealers, there's so much demand right now for short-term debt. This is crazy, actually, is that this is the lowest percentage that they have ever got since 2003. So that is one big heads up. And we do look at the note and bond structure across the world. 10-year, 2.13. We're going lower, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials closed up 14. NASDAQ down 18. S&P's flat. We're going to be right back.